carry on with the work.
We're from the Victoria Climbier Foundation.
All right.
And we're endorsing the campaign today.
All right. You're one of the speakers, aren't you?
Yeah, I am the founder and coordinator of BCF.
All right. So what are you going to talk about today?
Well, we're just going to talk about safeguarding issues, how we can better protect our children. I think the specific theme is around the belief system, and in this case it's witchcraft, talking about both the as a harmful practice and a protective factor.
All right. Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amal and I'm here to talk about Muslim women and in Islam. As you already know, the media and society have different views about ladies in Islam being suppressed. I just want to set the record that when we cover ourselves, it's purely to protect our modesty, and so we don't get any problem from the opposite sex and be vulnerable in their eyes.
So do you feel stronger this way?
I feel a lot stronger by wearing a scarf, and I feel free and liberated because I don't have to feel like I'm constantly have to prove myself. As you already know, the opposite sex always put us, in a category of celebrity, and you have to always look glamorous, and you have to always look like somebody. Do you understand? Where when you are practicing Islam, it makes you liberated from all of that. You have to be yourself and free yourself. And if somebody wanted to love you or take care of you, they're gonna have to take you as who you are. You don't have to enhance yourself or look differently.
But you can look really pretty with a scarf as well.
This is it. You can always look pretty as well. So I'm, here to kind of set the record to see, we are free, in Islam as well. When you marry, you can have what the husband gives to you is yours, and what you earn is yours.
Yeah.
So what you earn, he's not supposed to touch it,
yeah.
But what he's got, you have a right to take it.
Yeah.
And
all right, perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, what's your name?
Tina.
Tina. What are you going to do today?
I'm going to think about my cousin in my head and sing. Now I'm going to do this by myself and be brave.
What are you going to do? Are you going to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you going to sing?
Gold Pirate.
Really? Is it a long song?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, well we'll film you later on then. Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's actually taking young ladies from other parts of the world and bringing them into the UK, and because of their own selfish reasons are abusing them behind closed doors. And I need to see this eradicated, and I will walk the walk and talk the talk for this to come out of our system. It's very bad for our ladies.
Word, sound, and honour. Okay, we'll take one more. The lady just here, please, and then we're gonna keep going.
I am Ines Ismail. I am Egyptian, and I am a broadcast journalist. I'm setting up a channel to start with Arabic for women, and hopefully it will grow to become also an English channel. As you know, Egypt has an incredible percentage of FGM, like more than 90%. FGM, and lots, like we share, women all around, as you said, all around the world share domestic violence, share a lot abuse. And I'm here to support you, and I'm here to hopefully network with you and get other organizations that I'm associated with in other parts of the world to become, part of your network.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And you see, if we was a rich company, see, that would have been our ad break. All right? But then you became it. So we hit up a band and put it around the chest of the child. I said, that's still breast ironing. The name breast ironing was coined in Cameroon, but in other countries it's called another name. Yeah? So Women and Girls Development Organization, the prevention, how would you know, it's a community-based diaspora organization dedicated to improving the health and our aim, one is promote women and girls' sexual and reproductive health through education, advocacy, and capacity building, especially on matters related to breast ironing, genital mutilation, teenage pregnancy, sexually transmitted infection, and HIV. Our current work in London is focused on strengthening and facilitating the work of mainstream organizations to safeguard the rights of girls at risk of breast ironing and ensure the provision of information and support of African and Cameroonian women and girls. So most of our work is talking to mainstream organizations, that organizations like Wilde, like organizations that are already working to protect the rights of women and girls. Our expectations that girls from Africa,
local people from the village would actually hold down a small girl while they use the blade of any description to actually take away parts of her body. I've put down this chart because it tells you where the prevalence is. Now, when I was working here in Hammersmith and Fulham, we have a large Somalian community, especially in Acton. And when you look at the figures, I'm sure it's a little bit higher actually, but when you're saying it's like 98% of the women in Somalia have been experienced it, you know fine well that if a woman comes to your service, the chances are she's been affected. Now, I became interested in FGM during my years working as a community midwife. I was a caseload midwife, and I would look after women. I'd provide antenatal care for them. When they went in labour, I'd be on call, I'd come in and look after them, and I'd look after them again postnatally. Now, I'd look after women. I'd had a couple of women on my caseload, and I'd seen them. I knew what country they were from, and I couldn't get myself involved in, would there possibly be any kind of mutilation going on there? So there was one woman, I looked after her. I went to her house at 37 weeks, and we were discussing her birth plan. We talked everything about pain relief, what she would like, who she would have with her, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden she said to me, oh, Denise, I'm circumcised. And I'm like, oh, are you? So she goes, yeah. She goes, what are we going to do about it? Well, I knew what I was going to do about it. I just was too frightened to mention it to her in case she thought I don't know what I thought she would think. Anyway, she told me, we discussed it, we managed it for her birth and her labour. But I decided, because I always want to be good at my job, is that I'm not going to be in that situation anymore. When I book a woman, when she's pregnant, it's possible, I'm already asking her all of her business anyway. I ask her the question, she gives me the answer, and then we can make plans from there on.
Hey guys, how did it go today?
It was very insightful.
Yeah.
Me coming into this, I was quite ignorant to a lot of the stuff they was talking about, so yeah. It gives me an opportunity to go away and obviously let other people know about it, so yeah.
What are you going to do to change the world?
Well, I don't know if I can change the world, but I can be a catalyst in helping, so I think it's just about making other people aware of what's going on, and obviously they can pass on to other people. So yeah, it's just about communicating to other people about what we've heard today, and obviously making them aware of the situation.
What about you?
And educating yourself.
Yeah.
Same. Very informative. Good. Sad, but reality yeah. Checks, and that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
And if you're still thinking, women have really much to celebrate, find what it is you need to do as a system to get to that place where you can look in, I call that mirror of self-reflection, and be skinning big teeth because you like what you see. Right? Empower self, but as important, empower our children. Right? Again, learn when it is right to have that secret. And when the secret is, I personally tell my children who have now given me grandchildren, and I tell my children, we don't have secret, right? Daddy's Christmas present is not a secret, yeah? Because then when somebody else tells you something's a secret and you think it's on that same level, we start to get into some major problems. When I asked you to do the exercise about now what is it that you're going to do, there's sometimes in life the first thing we have to do is to identify the problem in order to start seeking the solutions. Yeah? And we don't have to do that on our own. Sometimes it is an inner journey, but more often than not it's a collective. I always believe in the power of synergy. 2 + 2 = 5. Yeah? That critical mass that we need to be in. No, my maths is right.
That's what synergy means. Right, okay. And I really want to get us to think that when we're on that journey, remember the difference between belief, culture, and religion. Yeah, it's very key and important. All right, we need to keep going for those who have gone, for the Victorias and others of this world. Right, we need to keep going for those who are in pain and for those that we never want to see in pain. Right, and those are some of the things that I want us to really hold for today. So as we get into the edutainment, one serious round of applause for our guests.
To her heart that she thinks lots of little girls deserve. So, be quiet. We're going to listen now.
Oh, fire, sit up by, sit out to the relationship. Minutes after they could tie from the bottom of the pit. But my hands was made strong by the be almighty. Before what in this generation triumphantly would you have to feel this song of freedom. All I ever have redemption from emancipation from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Ooh, how could we bury to make energy? Cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall we kill our prospects while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We got ourselves a little oak. Won't you help to sing? Sing everyone this song of freedom. All I am redemption song. Redemption song.
Turning point. We argue, we fight. This goes on throughout the night. I'm sick and tired of nights like these. No more, I can't take it. I've got to get out. I can no longer take the fist in my face, the dark sunglasses I wear in disgrace. My tears are shed for emotional tides. I look towards the ceiling and ask myself why. After I fight, I went for a walk, sat down by a tree and began to talk. I felt so angry, blood rushing in rage. Those hammering blows that go to my head. If I was stronger, he would be near dead. After a fight, I went for a walk. I sat down by a tree and began to talk. I felt so angry, blood rushing in rage. Those hammering blows that go to my head. If I was stronger, he'd be near dead. Sorry. Then I stood up strong and turned towards the tree. And the man did that angry man standing before me. Smile at me, grown tonight, and I'll cast those thoughts away. You see that TV? I control it. You don't have no say. You want what? Sex tonight? Touch me, and I'll show you what your years of abuse has done to me. And don't come and forgive me, sorry, I love you, baby, because I'll just box that without no baby. With tears building up, I sat down by the tree and felt the shadow of my mother's spirit visit me. My child, it's no good raging in war. It's better you leave, find a land you can love and adore. One who's humble and knows how to express. One whose temper won't lead to your death. I got up, began to walk. I've got to get out. Weeks of planning to bring this about. I can't solve his issues, his problem, I've tried. And then he takes it out on me again. Now I know I can leave this arrogant man. I suppose I'll have to live in a refuge. At least it'll be a safe home. I'll have to share the kitchen, the bathroom. I may feel all alone, but I'm never alone. But this is the end of one story in my life, and time for a new one to begin.